Hi guys, and welcome back to a next edition of the Love Connection with me, Taj B, your international matchmaker and relationship consultant. Happy Friday, guys, to each and every one of you. And a big and special happy Friday to Cordy Tawarin on Twitter, because this episode is dedicated to him because he gave us the idea, he gave us a topic. And if you have your own topic that you would love to see covered on the Love Connection, you know what to do. Connect with me on Twitter at the Love Connect TV, or on Facebook at the Love Connection Show, on Instagram at the Love Connection Show as well. Okay, guys? So right into it. You saw our social media posts. You know what we're here to talk about today. If your partner is almost famous, if your partner is a social butterfly, if they are media famous, social media famous, they're very popular. You know what I mean? Everybody knows them. Everybody wants them. Everybody thinks they're fine. Everybody is clamoring around them. They've got a whole bunch of friends, you know? Everybody loves them. They are the star main attraction and you are not, right? So you're with a social butterfly and you're just the wallflower. Like, do we got to go out again? So what do you do when you're in such a relationship? Mr. Cordy wants to know, and I'm Miss Taj. I'm here to try my best, as always, to answer your questions. So first and foremost, the first thing, you want to make sure that you're not being a doormat, like you're not being used, okay? And how do we know if we're being used? We look at last Friday's episode, so you got to subscribe to our channel and hit that bell so you always know what episode is up live and direct just for your pleasure. So first, make sure you're not being used. You're not being a doormat. Your feelings are not being pushed aside and pushed under the rug in favor of your partner. This you have to establish first and foremost before you can move on to anything else, okay? You've fallen for the butterfly. Like, even though you yourself are a more reserved person, you can't help who you love, right? And even though there's all this lights, camera, and action around them, you still love them. And now you got to figure out, how can I make this work? How can I be happy in this relationship? Firstly, remember this, guys. You will be out of your comfort zone a whole lot. So be prepared for it, okay? If you are hoping that you're just going to get to move on with your regular staying home everyday life, never talking to people, nobody don't know you, you don't know nobody, you're with the wrong partner for that. So be prepared to consistently be outside of your comfort zone. And it's not always a bad thing, because nothing great came from being comfortable, okay? Ensure that you're often than not being heard. Like, you're more than often being heard. So, hey, I would like to go to this different place than maybe Mr. Greek or whatever that you normally want to go to. And your partner's just brushing you off because all the friends and lots of people are going to be at that popular restaurant. They want to have their picture taken, you know. They want to be seen all the time. It's always their choice. No choice is yours. This is not okay. And you need to speak up and you need to do something about it, because it may just be that your partner doesn't love you. And don't mistake it just because your partner is famous, right? That they don't want you because you're not famous. No, because they have their choice. They have their pick of the litter. They can be with anybody else that they want, right? So they have already chosen you. So don't worry about that. Don't hurt your head about if they're really in it for you or not. Just make sure that you stand your ground in terms of how you want to be treated. You have to accept that they are going to be around a lot of people all the time. Right? So maybe you like to be alone. Maybe you like your quiet. Maybe you like your peace. But you're going to have to accept, if you guys live together, there's going to be a lot of people in your house a lot. When you guys go out, friends are going to want to be coming out too. And this is very normal for your social butterfly partner. So you're going to have that normalized for you as well. Accept it while you still can, okay? They're going to be on the phone a lot. Like, they're going to have a lot of friends calling, family members calling them. You be prepared to consistently hearing your partner talking and having loud conversations in the house, laughing, you know, all hours into the night, because, you know, they're a hot commodity. People want to talk to them. People want to get a hold of them, and you're going to have to be okay with that. They like to go out, right? And they would prefer, like, your partner prefers that, okay, how do we put this? They have friends, family consistently coming over. Your partner expects that you play the role of the willing co-host, right? So keyword here, willing. So you can't be huffing and puffing, slamming the door when their friends come over, when their family is here. You're like slamming cupboards and stuff, or you're staying upstairs in your bed, or you're refusing to interact, because this is going to hurt your partner's feelings. It's going to make them feel like what makes them happy isn't important to you. And you don't want that, right? This is why you're here watching the show, because you want to get the best advice in order to treat your partner properly. And you're going to have to not nag about their friends and family coming over all the time. They would just prefer that you play the role of a willing co-host, okay? They like to go out, whether you do or not. And if you're not going to go with them all the time, you have to give them room to go out with their friends and family without them feeling bad about it, okay? So they want to go out, they want to party, they want to be at the club, they want to go to different events, they want to go to different social outings. This friend has a party, this friend has a wedding, this friend has an engagement, so they're going to be consistently on the go. And they expect that you will want to be on the go with them as well, okay? So there are times, because you are the introvert, that you don't want to go out. That's fine. But you need to give your partner the room to go out without you, without them having to be feeling bad or like they've done something wrong to you. You understand? So some people, when their partner's going out and they didn't want to go out as well, then they start being upset as if their partner has done something wrong to them, implying that their partner doesn't want to spend time with them, right? So don't do that to your partner. Let them know, babes, if you want to go with your friends, that's okay. I don't mind, as long as you don't mind that I'm going to stay home with Netflix tonight. And I'm just going to wait until you come home for some sweet loving, right? Just make things go smoother, guys. Accept that you're there, like, as a supporting role in the eyes of their fans. So that will be all the people that love your partner, all of their social media fans, all of the people putting all those comments on their pictures, the people that want to take pictures with them when they go out. You have to accept that even though you play such a significant role in your partner's actual life, according to your partner's fans, you're just a supporting role, because they're not here for you. They're here for them. And the story and the show would go on without you. Hopefully it doesn't have to, but it would. So if you guys were no longer together, they would still be fans of your partner. They're not here for you. So the sooner you realize that, the better for you, because then your feelings would be hurt a lot less, right? They would, the thing is, you have to understand, there is something awesome about your partner. This is why so many people are into them. This is why so many people like them. And if you're now coming in the picture and trying to be like, it's about me, it's all on me now, why is so much attention on you? You're just going to make yourself look like one big fool in front of your partner and your partner's fans. So just know your role, slow your roll, relax, and let your butterfly shine. Ain't nothing wrong with that, okay? They will get along with your own people more than you. So you're with the social butterfly. All those who are with one, you guys know what I'm talking about. They come to your house, they come into your family, and everybody loves them over you. They want to know, oh, where's Christine? Where's Christina at? We miss Christina, or we love Christina. Oh, ain't nobody wanted you to come here. Where's Christina? When your cousins used to call you for advice, they're calling Christina now, Before, when your brothers were at the club, you would be at the club with them, but now they're making sure that Christina's there with them because she's just so much fun. She's so lit, they don't want to be nowhere without her. But you, they had their time with you. So you're going to have to accept that. Your parents are just going to be in love with them, or just going to be like, what happened to Christina? Where's she at? All that kind of stuff. Or why can't you be more outgoing like her? And that sort of thing. So accept that, and you will be easier moving on. You'll have a better time dealing with the situation, okay? Looks matter big time to your almost famous, social media famous, butterfly, whatever partner, okay? So you have to accept this. Looks are big time important, and they care how you look. So if you are somebody who doesn't really normally dress up or whatever, be prepared to be dressed and get dressed all the time, okay? Be prepared that they're going to want you to up your grooming routine. Maybe they want you to now do the beard differently, or maybe now they want you to make sure to wear heels whenever you go out to the club now. And you're going to have to deal with that, because you know what you were getting into when you got into it. And if you didn't know, then you watched the show, and now you do. Keep in mind that their need to be always connected out there with other people has nothing to do with not wanting to be with you. So the fact that they consistently want to be going out, talking to their friends on the phone, hanging with their, people coming over, this doesn't mean that they don't want to hang out with you. This does not mean that they have some problem being alone with you. This doesn't mean that they don't enjoy your company or don't want to communicate with you. Nah, absolutely not. It's just that you guys are different people and your partner is more of a social person. So they feel better interacting, like sharing their good and bad moments with their audience instead of you, or you too will be getting it later. Understood? But they don't see it as anything wrong and they're not trying to hurt your feelings. So you yourself need to accept that in being with a social butterfly. And you also need to understand that you may be the one who would be in charge of creating quieter moments for communication, alone time, relationship growth, etc. So your partner is the famous one. They're always out and about. They're always with their fans. They're always busy. They're always posting. They're always in their phone, right? And this is how they've always been because this is who they are. And you've always been a more reserved person because that's who you are. So it will be more often than not falling into your lap, the job to make sure you have alone time. Make sure you guys communicate. Make sure you guys have one-on-one time to grow your relationship. So more often than not, you're going to be the one doing that, and you should be prepared to do that, knowing that you are with a social butterfly. You got to be prepared for jealousy. Dum, 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 dum. Because everybody knows your man. Everybody thinks he's fine. A million girls DM him every day. They even send him naked pictures, right? They even make fake accounts and pretend that they're in relationships with him so they could piss you off and you could leave him and then he could be alone for them, right? They do a whole bunch of stuff. And you are going to have a strong backbone to deal with this. You're going to have to understand, first of all, your partner has a choice of the litter and they chose you, right? Second of all, your partner is currently with you. Third of all, this is a person that you say you love, and we have to try our best always to hold on to love whenever we have it, especially true love, because once it's gone, it's very hard to ever find back. So knowing this, you know that you can have the confidence that your partner wants you. So you see them saying, ooh, you're so fine. There's no need to cuss that person out. Your man is fine. You know he's fine. That's why you're with him, okay? You see men saying, oh, baby, I'd like to hit that. I mean, you could maybe answer, but you're just going to make yourself look so stupid, consistently answering to every man that sends a sexually charged message to your woman on social media. It's madness. You just ignore that and just bask in the glow of people loving your woman as she does, okay? So your jealousy, you're going to definitely need to get under control. And if your partner is deliberately doing things to make you jealous, this is immaturity. And we are all way beyond that at this point in our lives, okay? Patience. We're going to have patience. So you're going to be waiting on your partner a lot. When they're getting ready, when they're using their phone, when they're taking pictures, when they're finding the right angles, okay? So your patience meter is going to have to be high. You need to figure out what your boundaries are and communicate them clearly. Such as, tell your partner, you can't post pictures of me and you in bed together sleeping. I don't think that's okay. Don't do it. You need to make your boundaries. Like after 11 o'clock, nobody can be coming to our house. This is madness. Like when are we going to have time alone? So you need to figure out what your boundaries are and clearly communicate them with your partner in order for you guys to have a happy, healthy, successful relationship. And the next thing is, you may become one yourself. Yeah, like you be with a social butterfly long enough, you're with an almost famous person long enough, bam, you're almost famous yourself too. Or you become a social butterfly yourself too. And next thing you know, you're the one inviting everyone over. You're the one everybody wants to clamor with. You make your own accounts now because now you're a somebody. You're with so-and-so and now people know you. So, they want to know what you have to say. Now you have your own Instagram, you have your own Twitter, you have your own likes, you have your own followers and whatnot. So that's the last point that I have on here is that you may become a social butterfly with being with a social butterfly yourself. Okay, guys? So I hope those points were really good on how to deal with somebody who is almost famous when you are not, and how best to handle the situation. If you guys would like to discuss about it, or if you have any points of your own, or you want to put in a topic that you would like us to cover right here on the Love Connection, then put it in the comment section, guys, because we want to hear from each and every one of you. And thank you guys. As you know, we are in the month of October. So if you have not done so as yet, you need to go over to Masego Boutique on any of their social media accounts. That's MASEGO Boutique, because for the entire month, they have some great new sparkly items just for breast cancer awareness. So if you want to support breast cancer awareness and you still want to be fly and fashionable like me, then you need to go check out the people at Masego Boutique. And if you have any birthdays coming up, weddings, any events, big or small, PRF events, they do them all. So you can go on their website at prfevents.com, because, bam, look at this. Ooh, look at that. Jeez, look at this. They did all that, guys, and it is beautiful and amazing. So go check them out so you can get your event space dolled up just the same way. It is time, guys, for the match of the week. Woo! What is the match of the week? So every week on the Love Connection, I feature a potential husband or a potential wife. And if you like what you hear, then you contact me and I will see if you are the best match for them. Are you ready, guys? I am going to start with the men. So ladies, pick up your ears because he might be your husband. Ready? He is a 33-year-old Muslim man from Egypt, based in New York. He is seeking a Muslimah from Morocco or any East African country. Your location is irrelevant as long as you are of that background. He is childless and he is seeking the same. He's tall, dark, handsome, a devout Muslim. He's a businessman as well as a community leader. He is seeking somebody along the same lines as himself, and he wants a strong-willed woman and somebody who is 24 years plus. So if this sounds like a man that you would be interested in, then you holler at your girl and let me hook you up. Now it is time for the females. Men, she may be your wife, so listen up. She is 27 years old, and she is in Toronto, Ontario. Shout out to the 416. And she is seeking a Jamaican man. You can live in Jamaica. You can live anywhere. It doesn't matter, but you better be Jamaican. She's Trinidadian with 4 children who are young. They're all young. And she seeks a father for them as well as a provider for her family and a soulmate. She hopes to have more kids as well. So you got to be somebody who is down for a lot of children. She's not willing to relocate unless it's elsewhere in Canada. She is beautiful, guys, like exceptionally beautiful. She's very tall. So if you're not into really tall women, this is not your girl. She's also really quiet and a very homely woman as well. So if she sounds like, ooh, ideal for me, you know, I want these babies, I want this girl, and I could take care of her, then definitely holler at me, and I will try my best to hook you guys up. Woo! Now it is time for our misconnection section. And what is a misconnection? So, if you saw somebody briefly and you're like, wow, that just might be the love of my life, but then you didn't get their contact information and you never got to see them again and you can't get them out of your mind, then you write me and I will try my best to find them for you. So here we go. This one comes out of New York City, USA. I was on the bus at Ocean Parkway and 86th Street. And the finest man I ever saw came on. He was brown-skinned black guy, tall with little dreads. He was wearing a black leather jacket with gray hoodie, gray sweats, and gray and black Yeezys. He is so fine and face and smile and smell just whoa. Somebody called him Moose. I think that's his name or nickname. But yeah, that's him. I want to find him and to be with him. Please, Taj. All right. So I will try my best to find Moose for you. So if anybody from, where is this? Ocean Parkway and 86th Street, that's maybe like Brooklyn area. So my Brooklyn love connectors, listen up. We're looking for Moose. Moose with the little dreads, who's tall and brown skin. So like in between dark and light, I guess maybe. So we want him. So if you know him, please send him over to me so I can hook him up with she. And that's that for the misconnection section. So next, it is a Dear Taj moment. In a Dear Taj moment, you send in all of your love and relationship questions, and I will try my best to answer them, okay? So here we go. Dear Taj, my boyfriend is always in his phone, no matter what we're doing, and he doesn't see nothing wrong with it. If we're watching a movie, he's in his phone. I'm talking, he's in his phone. Soon as we're done with sex, he grabs the phone. What do I do? What do I do? Signed, about to leave him for his phone. All right, about to leave him for his phone. Thanks so much for sending in this letter to us. And, well, that's a common problem in today's time. You're going to have to set aside time, like a time limit for your man. Like, between these 2.5 hours, your phone is charging and you're not going to go pick it up, okay? So you try to put in an hour each day. All of us should be doing that, guys. In our relationships, we each should be spending at least an hour or two not connected to any phone, computer, tablet, whatsoever. And we're just in it together. We're discussing with each other. We're having conversations. You know, full-on topics are being discussed. Maybe we might go out without the phones. Like we might sit down and have dinner where we're not in our phone and actually look and talk to each other. So I would suggest these things. Since he doesn't see a problem with it, you just put those rules down yourself. Or break his phone. Just break it secretly or, you know, throw it away, pretend it got stolen, you know, but then maybe you just buy a new one and then he would have a new one with new tricks and new things to be obsessed with. Okay, so don't do that. Definitely just put aside 1 to 2 hours per day, every day, where it's just a phone-free zone. Even make a poster if you need to. Make a little joke out of it. Whatever little snacks and stuff he likes, you kind of put it around. But also tell him that it offends you that he picks up his phone right after you guys have sex. Like, let him know that that hurts your feelings and makes you feel like an object less than his woman that he is in love with, okay? Like you are just another pastime, like his phone is a pastime, that he can just jump from the sex straight into the phone. It hurts you. So lay it down to him in those words. And if he loves you, he will listen, okay? And thank you so much for writing. And if that did not help, write me back again and we will talk some more. Now it is time for our lover shout outs, guys. And our lover shout outs are, you want to make your man feel special. You want your woman to know how much you love her. Then you do it right here on the Love Connection. Because like I always say, the love isn't real if you've never been shouted out on the Love Connection before. So here we go. The first one comes from Mary Kay to her husband Arnold. Thank you for always being there for me and sticking it out. Thanks. I love you. Your wife. Nice, simple, to the point. Thank you, Mary Kay. And we have another one. This one is from Olamunde Alawasi. For my wife, for my future wife, Miss Cherish Oneka. You are the most beautiful of God's creation. Woo! All right. You make me to be better man for you. You are my wife. You have my heart. Ooh la la, how lovely is that? Thank you very much, Mr. Olawasi. We hope Miss Cherish appreciated that. So that's it, guys, for the Love Connection today. I hope you guys enjoyed our show. I hope you found a lot of information in it. And I hope you guys subscribe, like, follow, comment. Welcome to our Love Connector community. But before you go, let me leave you with Taj's thought of the day. Listen. You are not a fool for trusting somebody that lied to you. They are a fool for lying to somebody that trusted them. Thanks, guys, and see you next week.